Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? As promised, we have Mr. Lee Villarreal here from the Desperadoz. Brother, thank you for having me over. Thank you for being on the show.
I'm glad you got the memo that we're supposed to wear the same color.
I know, that was so coincidental, right? We both wore the same shirt. That's so awesome. Well, hey, brother, let me ask you some stuff. I have some questions. Some people asked some questions. I had put some stuff out there, and then I have questions. So we're gonna see if we can get anything going, and just to kind of just relax.
Is this before or after?
This is before beer, and then after
the truth serum.
The truth serum will be after. Awesome. So let me ask you a couple of questions, man. I mean, how long have you guys been a band? Like, what year did you start? Did y'all start?
Well, actually, taking you back, way back, long time ago. We actually started playing as a band.
Mm-hmm.
I was 16 years old.
Holy snap.
Yeah, I was 16, and I played the bajo saxophone,
Mm-hmm.
and then Mike played the accordion. Mike and I are a year and 3 months apart.
Right.
And PJ, played. He played drums. Actually, he was probably the youngest drummer that was playing in the bars at the time.
Holy.
I think he was 9 or 10 years old.
Holy.
And we're sneaking him in, and we just put a beard on him. People thought he was a little old man.
Nice.
So, and our dad played bass.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. So ever since, and I want to say the year was probably, man, I wish I would have known. I would have had a little picture that we had, that our Aunt Tootsie had put together, and we took it at the Sunken Gardens. I think everybody would take pictures of that.
So, yeah.
So, but yeah, that was on or about 1983.
Wow. That's
82, 83.
right around there. Awesome. So tell me, over the years, I know y'all have evolved. The music has evolved and changed within the years. Tell me a little bit about that. What caused y'all's change? The sound changed a lot too. I mean, obviously y'all have matured, right? And things change and different things. Tell me about that.
Well, I believe in a sense, it's if a band evolves throughout the years, more often than not, it's not intentional.
Right.
It's just something that comes gradual, kind of like the lake and the shoreline of the lake.
Right.
Little by little, as the waves come in and out, after years, you'll be able to look back and look at it, and it's changed quite a bit. But as the waves are coming in, it's not changing much. But give it some time, and you could see that there has been a change. We were a big fan back in the days when we first started listening to conjunto music.
Right.
Was Ramon Ayala and
Right.
Los Cachorros, Los Desperadoz, Steve Jordan.
Right. Yeah. That's
I mean, all those. That was our foundation, and those were the musicians that we would listen to. And then we would hear other stuff, come in, and it was stuff that would grab our ear. Now, mind you, we didn't understand a
lot of Spanish.
And the reason that we don't understand or speak a lot of Spanish is because when my dad was in school, when he was in elementary, there was 2 Hispanic boys, and they would get the paddle if they spoke Spanish in school. So my dad and my mom, not knowing how things were going to be of today, they decided not to teach us Spanish at a young age. Wow. Because of their fear of us going through what they went through as a child.
Wow.
That's stuff that a lot of people don't realize what happened. But yeah, Dad would get the paddle. If you spoke any words in Spanish,
Well, I get in trouble.
you would get the paddle back then, yeah.
Wow.
And in school, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. So, also, that there's a lot of things that have happened, like these past couple of years with COVID and everything shutting down, and then also with the freeze, and we had no electricity. People, went through a lot of stuff. I know it's gonna just try and keep it as small as possible, but tell me about how COVID affected you guys. I know it affected the music industry a lot. Tell me a little bit like how it affected you guys, and how you're able to persevere, and y'all are coming out again. Everything is opening up, and stuff is coming back.
It was rough. It was a very, very rough patch, and anything having to do with the entertainment business, I don't care what it was, a band, sound crew, bartender, waitress, anything. My daughter's in theater arts. She couldn't. Everything came to an end, and we could not do anything because the fear, of course, of getting COVID. And I saw it. Bands would go out there and do it anyway. Guess what? The whole entire band got COVID.
Yeah.
They got sick, and you look back, we lost a lot of great musicians because of COVID.
Yeah, we did.
We lost a lot of great musicians because of COVID.
We lost a real good drummer, Fidencio, not Fidencio,
Yeah.
Jose Luis Ayala.
Ayala.
He passed away too. He was.
I mean, he's an icon. His style of playing, it was an icon, and we lost him to COVID. It was very tough.
Well, and the good thing is everything is coming back. It's coming back slowly now that more people are getting vaccinated and the venues are starting to open. They're starting to just, everything is starting to pick up. It's just a gradual. I know it's a hard hit for everybody. Everybody kind of, it was tough. I saw a quick video with David Lee, and David Lee, they asked him how he was doing. He's like, man, I don't know how I'm doing. I don't know if I'll have a band if we come back, because
it was very tough. We went a year and 3 months without playing.
Wow.
And after the year and 3 months without playing, we all got our vaccines, and which made it safer for us. Ever since we've been back on the road and all of us had our vaccines, none of us have gotten sick. Thank God. All praise and glory to Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And we started, to do our thing, but we came back with 4 musicians, which was the original 4.
The original 4.
Yeah, the original 4, me, Mike, PJ, and Jesse.
That's awesome.
So and that's, it's something that we just decided, that's something we need to do. We were in the hole, and we're still in the hole.
Yeah.
But little by little, we're kind of working our way out.
I mean, the original 4, I mean, that goes back a long ways, and like I said, it's just a strong brotherhood, and it's just going to get stronger, and we're excited to see more things that are going to happen. So I'm the representative for Bajos Quintos Gallardo, and you're the fully endorsed musician, right? That has this endorsement with Bajos Quintos. Tell me a little bit about that, how that kind of sort of happened, and tell me where y'all are at right now.
Well, I actually had a message on Messenger, and it was from a young man named Rene Andrade, and what's your name?
I text him. Thank God for social media.
So I got a message. Hey, and the question was, can you give me a call? I have a question about Bajo Sexto.
Correct.
So we made contact. I gave you my number. We made a contact, and then Rene was telling me about these bajos and where he comes from. How that we have the Gallardo bajos and stuff. He brings some, like 8 of them to my house. I had bajos all over the place, and I played them all. I played them all, and I told them that I would introduce San Antonio to the Bajo Gallardo, right? And that's exactly what I did. Market Square was the very first day, and then one of the clubs was Desperadoz 2.0.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
There, and then after that, well, we kind of started talking little by little, about different bajos. I want you to try the one we have, different kind of woods, different actions, this and that, and I want you to see what you want. So then time went on, and I used to kind of start getting used to a certain instrument. Right. And they go, hey, we're going to have to take that one away from you because we already got it sold.
Correct. Yeah. Shout out to Bajos Quinto Gallardo, my brother Oscar Andrade. Shout out to him for giving stuff and taking it away, by the way.
But it's okay because it's not bittersweet.
No,
it's just all sweet.
It's like I told him the other day. I said it's like a buffet of bajos. You try it and then you put it back. I know you like it, but it's gonna get a little bit better.
And that's what happened. I started playing, and then no sooner I started to get used to it. Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to take that bajo away from you because it looks like we got a buyer for that one. Okay, well, good. But I got another one coming up.
Oh, man, yeah, it's awesome. But we really appreciate everything you do for us, and
No, thank you,
you know,
guys.
we're glad you're happy with it. And,
Very happy.
And from a little bird told me that there's gonna be a Lee Villarreal custom right coming in pretty soon.
Yes.
So
yes.
I haven't seen pictures because again, you know, even though I know the CEO and the main man, I haven't got anything.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, we're looking at the day before Thanksgiving that I'll
Correct.
have it in my hands.
Correct. I'll get to see it.
I am excited about this. We sat down, we talked, and what do you want in your bajo? What would you like this? What woods do you like? What color do you want? I didn't know that all this went into
Yes.
putting a bajo section together. I was like, wow, everything. What kind of frets do you want?
Yeah.
Frets?
Yeah.
No, well, these are, you got the ones that come from Germany and other. Okay, well, very
Yeah,
good.
little bit of everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oscar goes over those details, and you know, we try to make as custom of an instrument as we can. We made our first 12-string guitar.
Right.
Looks just like a bajo sexto, but man, it sounds beautiful. Something
bet.
we didn't think we were gonna try and make one, but I had a friend of mine. Shout out to Rene Villarreal from Baytown. He purchased one, and he had called me, and I was coming in out of town from Missouri doing some stuff, and he says, "Hey man, I see all this stuff y'all are making. I want a bajo." I said, "No problem." I said, "Let me call my brother." And mind you, I haven't seen this guy since we graduated high school, since 1992. So he says, "Hey, I want to try." So then he calls me back and says, "Hey, guess what? I'm getting a 12-string guitar, not a bajo."
Oh,
I was like, "Hey, whatever you want." And happy as can be, that thing sounds like a bird. It's like super duper awesome.
well, it was gorgeous, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. So another quick question: who influenced you playing the bajo? Who did you see that said, "Hey man, I really want to play this instrument"?
My dad.
Your dad.
Yeah, my dad. My dad used to play at this place, and gosh, it was way back when I was so young that Mom would put two chairs together and we would lay down across the two chairs. And I mean, there's people out there that are listening that probably did the same thing either
Yeah.
to their kids or it was done to them.
Right.
So I would ask Mom, because Mom was right there,
Right.
and Dad's playing right there, and we're up there in the front listening to him, the Rainbow Dinner Lounge.
Rainbow Dinner Lounge.
Yeah, or Rainbow Dinner Club, that's what it was. So it's just a cantinita is what it was.
Yeah.
And it was on Flores.
Wow.
And I would ask, how does Dad get paid? And then Mom's answer was, well, he gets paid by whoever's the loudest on stage.
Oh wow.
So, I mean, well, then I was like, well, Mom, you need to tell me you got to be a little bit louder.
Oh man, he ain't gonna get paid very much if he ain't that loud.
Well, Dad would play, and he didn't play with a guitar strap. He had a chair, and he would put his foot on top of the chair,
And prop it up.
and that's how he would play. That's how he would play.
Wow, that's awesome.
And back then, he was playing a bajo sexto that was made out of a door.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
How heavy was that thing?
Well,
We
to
were
me,
telling-
back then, everything was heavy.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, that was
That was
Yeah.
crazy. So tell me, so then how did you cultivate your style? Like how did you change it? So you saw your dad. Your dad, I'm guessing, because I never had the opportunity or pleasure of meeting your dad. Was he a real traditional player? Like really traditional?
very, very, very,
Yeah.
very traditional. And see, we didn't play the bajo sexto right off the bat. What he did was he had a guitar, and he took off all the strings.
Okay.
Took off all the strings, and then from the bottom strings up, he put one of the first of the bajo,
Mm-hmm.
and then one of the second,
Oh wow.
one of the third, one of the fourth, and then the bass up on top.
Top.
That is how we learned how to play bajo on a guitar with 5 strings.
So then he just pretty much just took the set of the dos primeras.
Yeah.
It had just one primera to give you the sound.
Just one, and it was on the guitar, and that's how we actually learned. Mike and I learned together, and then we learned accordion together.
Wow, that's so awesome.
And then Dad would be teaching us stuff because he was also an accordion player. He was a bass player and he was a drummer.
So he played everything.
He would, hey Dad, can you teach me a polka? Yeah, I'll teach you polka. Well, which one? Well, I don't know. Just teach me something, And then he would say, well, before you learn it here, you have to learn it here.
Hmm.
And then if you can learn it here and make it come out here,
Oh wow.
then I'll teach it. How does it go? What do you mean? Well, you just tell me how it goes. Like this.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That is how, once he knew we had it here and then it came out of here, now I'll show you how to do it on the fingers.
Yeah.
That's how Dad did it.
And that's very funny because we had talked about that before. My dad has done the same thing. He would say it, and he would say do a vocado, like to vocalize it, like to sing it. It's not really singing it, but you were just to show you the pasadas or whatever. And it's funny, but and then I remember one time I told you some time ago too. It's like when I was hearing y'all's music, and I had this other friend of mine. He was a musician, and he came out, man, who's that? I said, oh, it's Desperadoz here from San Antonio. This is before I even moved to San Antonio. They're real San Antonio-y. That's what he told me one time. I was like, well, they're from San Antonio. Same thing. They can tell you from the valley too, because you're from the valley. But I thought it was so funny. But I really liked your style way back then. It was really awesome.
It's kind of like a chicken when you eat it. It's too chickeny.
Or everything tastes like chicken. So here's $1 million question.
Uh-oh.
What is your favorite song, Tejana or Norteña? Which is your favorite song?
Okay.
Present, past, whatever. Whichever one.
One of our recordings or anybody?
Anybody. A song that you said, man, I like this. I like this song.
Question.
I know there's a lot of them, but what's a good Norteña or Tejano song? That
Muchacha Bonita.
you like that one? That one's a really good one.
Yeah, I like that one.
Wow. And if you could play bajo
I can.
with any, you got me on that one. If you could play bajo with anybody, any musician, anybody, who would it be, and why?
Well,
If you could say, hey, I want to play my bajo. If you play with this person, you know.
well, I can I say two?
Sure.
Paulino Bernal and Ramon Ayala.
Ooh.
And I've never had an opportunity to do that. I don't even know if they know that I even exist, but I would like to.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, Paulino Bernal, he's a bad dude.
Yeah.
Well, awesome, dude. Well, we're running out of time, guys. So, Lee, how do they get a hold of you guys? So that way, if they have anybody wants to contract you guys for bar mitzvahs and everything else that y'all do, divorces, parties, everything. Who do they need to contact and all that good stuff?
Well, you could call. Actually, my brother Michael will answer the phone if you call him or text him at 210-624-2500. 210-624-2500. That's the Desperadoz hotline.
Awesome. Well, Lee, once again, man, thank you so much for having me. I really, really, really appreciate it. Also, a big shout out to our sponsor, Bajos Quinto Gallardo.
Yes.
And guys, we will see you next time.